Well, good morning, everyone. Meteorologist Chris Holtzman here live from the First Alert Desk. I want to give you the latest information on Tropical Storm Debby as of the 11 o'clock advisory from the National Hurricane Center. Let's first take a look at where Debby is. And there's the system right there. That is currently just offshore Florida. Numerous tornado warnings right now are in effect for Florida. This will be the threat we'll be looking at over the next few days. You can see bands of moisture, one tornado warning near Naples, another tornado warning near Fort Myers, and another one just to the north of that. And that's why we have to keep really a close eye on the system as these bands of moisture eventually move into the low country as we head into the next couple of days. But there's the system. There we are at the top there near the banner, Charleston. We are looking dry at the moment. We do have some rain nearby, but the actual system's still well away from us. It's currently about 150 miles offshore of Tampa Bay, and that is eventually approaching the Big Bend of Florida. So there's the 11 o'clock advisory from the National Hurricane Center. Winds now of 65 miles per hour. This is closing in on hurricane strength. And as of the latest update, notice the system will make landfall over the Big Bend of Florida. It's forecast to have winds of 90 miles per hour. That is an upgrade from the previous advisory. That is a strong Category 1 hurricane. But watch what happens as this system moves into Georgia. Winds start to weaken. However, regardless of the wind, something that will be strengthening the rainfall. And we are expecting several days of moderate to heavy rain, more specifically likely early Tuesday through Thursdays when we see the most widespread heavy activity. And this system practically stalls out over our area for several days. And that's why, even though this is a tropical storm, the category scale does not take into account rainfall. And rainfall is the #1 threat with any tropical system and storm surge. So even though it's a tropical storm, do not let your guard down. We are tracking the potential of historic rainfall as of the current forecast for our area. Let me show you Future Tracker as we go hour by hour. And what this does is actually pick up on the system. So let me back this up, and we'll start it right around Monday morning. So any last minute preparations Monday. We do have the potential to see some rain, but the steadiest, heaviest of the rain will not arrive until later in the afternoon on Monday. Now, the actual outer bands of Debby, those are the green spots you see there, but watch what happens Monday night into Tuesday morning. There's the steady, heavy rain, and that's really when we start to see the rain pick up Tuesday morning, early in the morning through 9, 10 o'clock. We also have to watch the threat for tornadoes with these bands of moisture moving over shore and moving onshore over land. They can spin up quickly, just as we're seeing in Florida right now. So that is a threat not only for Tuesday, but as we head into the day on Wednesday as well. Practically just waves of heavy rain through Tuesday. And then even as we head into Wednesday, we're still tracking very heavy rain across the area. Here's another look. You can see as the system makes landfall over the Big Bend of Florida, eventually impacts our region. So we will be looking at several days with very heavy rain. Now, here's what I mean in regards to historic. It's not too often we have seen rainfall amounts like this. We're looking at totals potentially over 20 inches of rain for some spots. Generally east of 95, we're looking at the potential for 10 to 20 inches. Could see isolated totals above that. In fact, totals over 2 feet are not out of the question. Then west of 95 amounts are a little bit less, but this likely will need to change should the track shift a little bit more east or west. The bottom line is, again, this is a tropical storm, but it is a very slow-moving tropical storm that's dropping a lot of rain over our area, and that could lead to roads becoming impassable for days. So we need to keep that in mind as we're expecting conditions to deteriorate as we head into Tuesday morning through the middle to the end of the week. Let me show you as well our flood outlook. We are in a high risk for flash flooding. The last time this was issued was with Dorian back in 2019. It's been quite some time since we've seen a high risk issued for flash flooding, and this is on Tuesdays. We start to add all of that rain, and this will likely continue into Wednesday and even Thursday. So definitely take note that roads will likely become impassable, and especially flood-prone areas. And on top of that, we are looking at the potential for storm surge of 2 to 4 feet above the tide. So for those areas that are prone to storm surge flooding, we are looking at the potential once again for numerous closures in terms of roads. Let me show you as well our alerts that are in effect right now. And let me back this up here. So the alerts that we have, these were issued earlier this morning. We have a storm surge watch that's in effect for our coast again for 2 to 4 feet of storm surge, the forecast for that. These will likely get upgraded to warnings as we get closer to the event. Another watch that we have is a tropical storm watch in effect for most of our area. That's for the potential for tropical storm force winds, generally between 35 to 45 miles per hour with locally higher wind amounts, especially along the coast and offshore. On top of that, we also have a flood watch in effect, and that is in effect from Monday morning through Friday morning, and that is for life-threatening widespread flash flooding, the potential for that as we head into the day Tuesday and even on Wednesday and Thursday. So we will be tracking that, and that's in effect Monday morning once again through Friday morning. So those three alerts are in effect as of this morning, and these will likely get upgraded to warnings as we head later into the afternoon and evening. I do want to show you once again a look at our track as of the 11 o'clock advisory. 65-mile-per-hour winds nearing hurricane strength. Debby is expected to become a Category 1 hurricane Monday morning, making landfall over the Big Bend of Florida, eventually stalling out for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday across our area, and then eventually pulling away slowly at that by Friday as that system continues to interact with land. But we are looking at several days once again with heavy rain. Let me show you one final time future tracker. So if you have any final plans, today should be fine. Tuesday or Monday rather through lunchtime should be okay, and then into the afternoon we start to see those outer bands move in, and then notice very heavy rain likely starting Tuesday morning, continuing throughout the day on Tuesday. And then we are looking at even into Wednesday. The model does not go out that far, but Wednesday we're looking at more of the same with that activity pinwheeling in, and that tornado threat will be around as well both of those days for specifically Tuesday even into Wednesday, perhaps lingering into Thursday should the system remain overhead. I'll leave you with a final look at Debby right now as of the 11 o'clock advisory. Again, we are tracking the potential for storm surge, coastal flooding, as well as flash flooding. Of course, we'll continue to keep you updated on air, online, and on the Live 5 weather app, and here at the First Alert Desk as well. Meteorologist Dorian Miner will be in this afternoon with the latest information on where Debby will go, but right now the forecast has trended a bit slower, and that results in higher rainfall totals. So I'll leave you now with a final look at Debby currently over the Gulf of Mexico. The system is near hurricane strength. Stay safe.